Hey everyone, time for another quick update this coming week as well. Coming up on this episode, how is ARPA doing? Second, Tabitha talks about a case where a preborn child was the victim of a crime. Matt from Langley ARPA joins us to talk details about the March for Life and prayer service there in Victoria. So first up, how is ARPA doing? Through 2019, we're gathering feedback from our stakeholders, those who care about our mission of honoring God in the Canadian public square. This feedback will be analyzed by the staff and the board of directors as we develop our next set of long-term goals. We've prepared a survey linked here that allows you to share your confidential feedback about the work that we do. Would you be willing to give some of your time to share your thoughts with us? We sure would appreciate it. Tabitha joins us next about a case where a little girl was the victim of a violent crime, but the perpetrator wasn't charged under Canadian law.
Hi Colin. This Thursday, Baig is going to be sentenced for the crime of killing Ariana Gobardhan, but he will not be sentenced for killing Asara Gobardhan. And that's because Asara was a preborn child at the time of her death. She was about 8 months in the womb when she was killed by Baig, who brutally stabbed both Ariana and Asara. But he's not charged with 2 crimes, he's only charged with 1. And that is because our criminal law does not allow preborn children to be recognized as victims of crime. Sherry Gobardhan, who is Ariana's mother and Asara's grandmother, she went public this week with her story and how the impact of both deaths have had on her lives. And she, in a video through Choice for Two, she's advocating for change. She wants to see the criminal law changed so that there will be 2 charges and not just 1. And she initiated a petition, and it's been sponsored by MP Kathy Wagenthal, to advocate to call on Parliament to allow for preborn children to be recognized as victims of crime. We're asking you, our supporters, to sign this petition as well, and to have our law changed so that we recognize that when a pregnant woman is killed, that there's not 1 death, there's 2. So go to the petition, the link is going to be somewhere on the screen here, and have your voice heard on this issue. Thanks.
Thanks, Tabitha. Such a heartbreaking story, and yet another example of how Canadian laws in this area are not adequate. Matt joins us from the Langley ARPA chapter to talk about the Victoria BC March and prayer services that are happening next week.
Hi all, Matt Vandergeek here, inviting you to join us in our prayer service next week, Thursday, May the 9th, starting at noon in Victoria, prior to the March for Life that's happening there next week. We still have room in our carpool, which is set to leave from Aldergrove at around 6:45 a.m. and we plan to hit the 9 a.m. ferry, go to this prayer service at Central Baptist Church, and then do the march there in Victoria, march up to the legislature buildings to give a voice to the voiceless. Then we plan to hit up the 7 p.m. ferry and be back in Aldergrove by about 9 o'clock p.m. We know it is a full-on day, but we do think it is worthwhile to go the extra mile to give a voice to the voiceless and to bring their voices to Parliament. If you want more details regarding the cost, just send me an email at langleyarpa@gmail.com, and we can give you more details, and then you can go from there and give you the full details. We hope to see you there, and thanks for listening.
Thanks, Matt. Remember, we're hosting prayer services all across the country in Victoria, Edmonton, Toronto, and Ottawa. If you considered organizing a carload or a busload from your high school or church community to attend, to find more details and to register, please go to arpacanada.ca/prayerservice2019. That's all for this week. Thanks again for watching Quick Updates. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.